So what is the best time to train? Is it the morning, after work, in the evening? Which is the best time to do it? Okay, now there's a couple of things to note over here. First and foremost is the goal. In fact, no, before we get to the goal, I already messed up there, but I'm not going to take the video off. I'm going to continue. The first thing we need to know over here is, when can we go? That's the fucking main thing. When can you get to the gym? If you can only go in the morning, go in the morning. If you can only go after work, go after work. That is the main thing. As long as you're getting to the gym, you're getting your workouts in, you're doing everything proper that you've set out yourself for the week, so you're sticking to the plan, that is the main fucking thing. Whether it's morning, night, day, doesn't fucking matter, really. As long as you get it in. Now we're going to talk about why it does matter. Okay, so that's 2 times I fucked up this video, but it doesn't matter. Right, training different times of the day, it does matter, and I'll explain how and why. First of all, if you are an early riser and you want to get to the gym and you go to the gym early morning, then that is the best time for you to go. And then on one day, on an off chance, you can't make it into the morning and you end up going in the evening, you will feel completely different, because the reason why is your body gets programmed to whatever you tell it to do. So if you're one of those guys who goes to the gym every single morning, so you have breakfast, you go to the gym. Every morning you get to the gym, your body is now programmed, it's waking up, it's ready for that time. To give you a great example, Floyd Mayweather, I'm sure everyone's aware who he is, he's a boxer. He used to train at midnight. And the reason why he trained at midnight is because most of the fights in Las Vegas were at midnight. And he used to get his body accustomed to that climate, that time frame, because there was no reason for him to peak during the day. So a lot of the time, if you're a boxer, especially if you're a professional boxer and you have nothing else to do, the best thing to do is try to train at the time of the event. So that way nothing changes. And the reason why Mayweather did that was very smart, and I think it definitely gave him an edge on everybody else, and the fact that he lived in Las Vegas and he climatized there and he never traveled anywhere else to fight, especially later on in his career anyway. So that is one of the main things, is that your body knows, you're programming your body to go through its cycle. You can call it the circadian rhythm, whatever it is. I don't want to get technical with words. You guys know what I'm trying to talk about. You can program your body to do certain things every single day. If you went to sleep every single day at the same time, if you went to bed every single day at the same time, eventually you'd fall asleep at that time and you'd wake up every single morning at the same time. To give you a great example for that as well is normal people who do the 9 to 5, they'll wake up in the morning at 7 a.m. And then on the off day, on a Saturday morning, they'll often find themselves waking up again at 7 a.m. Even though they went to sleep at midnight or 1 a.m. at 2 a.m., it doesn't really matter. They will generally wake up every single day the same time, just because their body is programmed for it. And your body has this internal system, this internal clock that it works on. And it works exactly the same for gaining muscle, burning fat, for being alert, for going to the gym, to hitting it hard, for strength training, everything. Your body is switched on, and it does fucking play a massive role in it. I myself, what I do is I do my cardio in the morning, I have breakfast, then I go to the gym. And if I ever miss that session, I've got something on, I've got to collect my daughter, I got up late, or something happened that day where I'm going to have another meal, and then another meal, and then leave it to the evening to go to the gym, that workout suffers. I 100% fucking feel it. I'm sure many of you guys have felt it as well. And when nowadays, because I'm so smart in the sense where I'm very in tune with my body, and I don't just think, well, hang on, this is on the workout plan, I better go and fucking do it. I will miss that day. I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. I had my breakfast. I couldn't get to the gym. I'm going to miss that day now. I will leave it to the next day and try and pick back up at that rhythm to make sure that I'm hitting the workouts effectively. That is just how I like to do it. Now, what is the best time to train? Obviously, like we've just explained, the time that you tell your body to train is the best time. Now I'm going to talk about strength training. If you get up in the morning, first thing, and you're empty stomach, and you want to go to the gym and do strength training, probably not the best. Whether you've programmed your body for that or not, it's not the best. There's just not enough energy. There's just not enough food inside your system. So even if you were to drink some liquid like protein shake or some complex carbs, some Vitargos or something like that, or even have a couple of grapes or some nuts or something, there's just simply not enough fuel inside your system to go to the gym and effectively train in a strength session to continually get strong. Now, you can do a bodybuilding type of workout where you tear down muscle fiber and then you've got all day to repair. That's fine. But for powerlifting, I would say you're better off having at least, at the minimum, one big breakfast. So a massive breakfast, wait a few hours, and then go and do your session. For powerlifting, that is one of the only ways to gain strength. Many people have tried. There's many strength athletes out there, myself included. I am a powerlifter by heart and by training method. I am a powerlifter the way I train, and I've tried waking up in the morning to do my squat, bench and deadlift, and it's just not there. I've trained faster. I often train faster when I'm away, especially when I'm on holiday in a hot country. I like to get it out of the way, especially if I've got a stacked day and I've got loads to do that day. I will go to the gym, I'll drink some Gatorade, drink some water, get to the gym and try and hit a strength session, and it will always suffer. It's just the way it is. And I've even done it so that let's try that for 30 days to see if that works. It don't fucking work. Any strength athlete out there, any powerlifter, any strongman will tell you doing heavy lifting on an empty stomach is not going to fucking work. I mean, you can do it, but you're not going to progress. That's the fucking main thing. For bodybuilding, I think you can get away with it because you're only tearing down muscle fiber and then you've got all day to recover. That is what I would suggest if you were to do empty stomach training first thing in the morning. Now, again, like I said, the main focus on all of this is repairing the muscle. So when you want to train later on in the day, like late on in the evening, I would suggest you at least make sure you're getting your post-workout shake, which is going to be instantly, readily available straight after training. Down it, and then you're going to have at least one big meal at night before you go to bed. And even if you're in a strength phase or you are bodybuilding and you need to add some muscle, have another shake as well. You can easily fit liquid calories in, liquid shakes in. I said calories there, shit. But you know what I mean. You can easily fit liquid in at the end of the day, very easily. And that is basically it. So timing does matter. Whichever time you're going to choose to do, make sure you stick to the same time every single day. Now, I know certain people work certain jobs, they work shifts, mornings, nights, and it's just not, feasible for them to do that. It's just impossible for them to do that. Then I would suggest make sure you get a program. In that case, I would kind of like, I'm not going to program something for you now, but I would say keep your squat, bench and deadlift for days where you could, where you're on days. And then for nights when your schedule is a bit upset, I would do something like shoulders or cardio or something like a CrossFit workout, some stretching, some active recovery sessions or something like that. That's how I would kind of like, program my plan if I was doing shifts. But it's not ideal, let's be honest, which is why most people, they try to, if you're especially a strength athlete or a bodybuilder, very, very hard to work shifts where you're more working four days on one night and 4 days off one evening. It's fucking bullshit. And anyway, you shouldn't even have a fucking job. Quit your job, focus on training. That's what you should be fucking doing. No need to fucking work. Focus on the gym. Or you could go to prison. You could be focusing on the gym 24/7 that way. And then you train when they tell you to train. I think that's how it fucking works. So I think I've pretty much covered everything there in terms of timings of training. Make sure you're doing it first and foremost, whichever time you can get in. And secondly, try to go to the gym every single day, the same time. If you like content like this, please give me a follow. I know it's slowly growing. This page is slowly growing. And if you want to see different content on here, I'm doing my best to share a little bit of a wide range of kind of like content over here. I know it's a fitness channel mainly. I'm trying to do some more current affairs stuff as well. If you guys do like that, drop me some questions down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Give this a like. And make sure you subscribe.